What's going on, YouTube? Thanks for joining the channel today. Man, it's been a while since I have done a proper motovlog. The last couple of weeks of my life have been kind of crazy. My kids have been on spring break, which is about a week, but you know, that means daddy daycare time. So I didn't really have a lot of time, neither the energy to put into putting out a new video, but I wanted to change that today. So today we're going to talk about this new set of bars that I have on the 48. It is from Kinetic motorcycles, and they are called the tracker bars. And so we're just going to ride around, talk about them for a little bit, talk about why I got them, and yeah, we'll just have a good time. Previous to this set of bars, I was running drag bars, a set of drag bars that I picked up on Amazon for like $35. And while they were great, they had a great look to it and everything, they were not the best set of bars for my back. The longest that I could ride with those drag bars was about, at the most, like an hour and a half. And by that end of the hour and a half, my back and my hips especially would be just screaming out of pain. And so I knew that I wanted to change things up. The thing that I loved about the drag bars is just how great they looked on the bike. I loved the low profile. I loved how it just seamlessly integrates into the lines of the Sportster 48. And so it's, you know, I'm always fighting this form over function thing. They definitely had the form thing, but for me, not the function. And I know that a lot of people make do with the drag bars, but for me, particularly with my height, you know, I'm 5'8", I'm bending over a lot, and it was creating a lot of pressure points that I just didn't like, especially around my hips. Sadly enough, I had to do away with the drag bars, and I wanted to look for a set of bars that were going to be a little bit more comfortable. I didn't want to go with anything too high, because I still wanted to keep that minimal, low-profile bobber look. So I was searching for a while on what kind of replacement bars, and I came across these bars from Kinetic motorcycles called the tracker bars. They have a lot of different bars. To me, it was like the best compromise between form and function. They added a little bit of height, but still kind of looks really cool, looks very aggressive, and still very low profile still. So these cost me about $150. I bought them. This is not sponsored. It's been about 3 to 4 weeks since I've had them, and I've been riding the Sportster around for a while, and man, has it drastically improved the comfort for me. And also to note, I had these 1-inch risers. I had them with the drag bars too, but yeah, especially in the combination with these tracker bars, which I think gives about a 2-inch rise, plus that 1-inch riser, really makes all the difference for me. So for those of you who have stock bars, I would say these tracker bars are very similar in terms of height and maybe the pullback. I think the stock bars may have slightly more pullback, but it does still lean me over quite a bit. I would still consider this a win. My body is a little bit more in a neutral position. I've even thought about switching out from the forwards to mids to help out, but I think I'm going to keep the mids for now, or the forwards for now. But yeah, just look at these bars. I think they look great. I had a really tough time trying to find a set of bars that, you know, that were still low profile, but kind of would give me a little bit of height. I thought about the window bars, I thought about Z bars, and the reason why I went with these tracker bars is I just don't see a ton of these out there, and I think they look fantastic. Ooh, street glide. We'll get off the bike so you can see different angles of these bars, but I quite like them a lot. Now, I still don't think they look quite as nice altogether on the Sportster as the drag bars do, but I think this is the next best thing if you want that low profile, minimalistic bobber look. Whew, it's pretty warm today. Alright, so let's take a better look at these bars. From this angle, the bars and the bike and the tank, it looks really good. I like that a lot. Here's a side shot. Still keeps that nice little profile. And from the front, I think it looks really good. I think that looks really good. So yeah, I didn't have to change any of the cables, obviously, because they are about the same length as the stock bars, but overall, I'm pretty happy with these bars. So from Kinetic motorcycles, $150. These weld points here look pretty good to me. I saw in a post that somebody received some products from Kinetic motorcycles and they looked horrendous, but that wasn't my experience. So far I'm really happy with the way that these turned out, and I still think it gives the 48 a really nice crisp look to it, you know? I would say my riding discomfort hasn't completely gone away, but I would say it's mostly gone. I can go a couple hours, 2-3 hours without, you know, wanting to kill myself, so that's good. Installation obviously was very simple, very easy, very straightforward. Just took the old bars off and swapped these back on. This is the first upgrade for the 48 for this year. And again, I think it looks really good. Still have the Baja Designs LP6, which I love. These bars, what I've noticed, you know, with one hand, for me it's way easier to cruise. So it gives me a few options, whereas before, one hand cruising was a little bit more difficult on the drag bars. So if you want to maintain the look of drag bars, but am not too happy with the comfort level, try these out. I think these are much better in terms of comfort. Build quality looks pretty good. I'm no welding expert, but I think these look okay. And for me, what makes all the difference is that, you know, I can ride a lot longer with these. So, while I do love the look of the drag bars, you know, I just couldn't live with them. Like I said, an hour and 30 was the most that I could ride with them. Realistically, like after 30 minutes, my back would just be in pain, and at that point, my hips would also start to lock up. And of course, you know, everyone's gonna have a different experience based on your size, weight, all that stuff. So take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But all I have to say is I'm really happy with the way that these turned out. I think they look great. I think they are very unique. And most importantly, I'm enjoying them a lot more. In terms of feel, you know, they're very similar to the drag bars in that they lean you over. You still have a lot of leverage over the bike. In terms of riding feel and all that stuff, not a huge difference to me. But in terms of comfort, much better. So that's where I'll leave you guys. Thank you for joining me on this video. Thank you for tuning in, as always. You know, I'm working on some more content for you all, so thanks for hanging around and just subscribing, being a subscriber to the channel and all that good stuff. But until next time, I'll see you all later. Peace.